gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Panthers of Orlando. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Ready, break. Check Fury.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
62 blaster. Right through. Set.
Here's Ritter. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ritter off the play fake. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the 1st down.
Okay, right?
Ritter fires quickly out wide. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Ritter back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. Give him 13 yards on the opening play. The ground also give him the 1st down. They'll run it for the 1st time with Damian Pierce. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Defense was expecting run, and they're down to pass of over 15 yards. A 1st down throw for Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the ground with Pierce. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Young to throw on fourth. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Young will set to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Pierce takes it straight ahead. 7 yards on the pickup there. Now they'll have it 1st and goal. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
Ritter throwing on third down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Give left side for Pierce. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Escaping the pressure right. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. Here is Young. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They run the option here on 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Young now. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Young on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Pierce. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now Young on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play. And that one got knocked away.
Ritter will set up to throw it. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Nico Collins, 31 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This is caught. It's Cox. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Okay, ready?
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Jack, watch out now. 50 feet.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Back to throw, Ritter. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, it hasn't been a bad first half with the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
3rd and short, Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Black shot. Ready?
Ritter to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Ritter. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready?
First down. Here's Ritter. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Ritter now. Being chased out left. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Chubb fights off the defender. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb, as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Next to score, Panthers 28, Seahawks 14. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Motion man is Schwartz. Now a first down throw for Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Come on, set. Blaster, sit.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Charvarius. Be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Another carry for Pierce. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On first down, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Ready?
Ritter with another throw on second down. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's Ritter. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Going for it with Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
That's good.
They go again with Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now here's Young. Buying time to his left. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Ready?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, Young dancing to his left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
That's going to be caught. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Young to throw it. Touchdown! From a yard out. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be returned from deep in the... And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Ritter off the play fake. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back live to Orlando. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Red, cycle, seal, black. Hustle, hustle.
Ritter back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10
Blaster, stick.
at the 42-yard line.
To throw, Young. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Drill, 52. Ready.
It'll be Young again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Pierce is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters,
Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Yellow, zoom, 6, mega, 6.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready?
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready?
Pierce gets this one running right. Well, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Aubrey now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hurry, hurry.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 71 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They run it again with Chubb. And oh, it coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Pierce now up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Young here to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be allowed.
In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Panthers, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.